And we're live and we're recording. So we're back in it again, everybody. Hey, welcome in. I've got my camera pointed down because we're doing another Lego build. This time, the Piglet's birthday build, and you can see that there. This does have a little birthday kind of nook behind it. A couple different things there. Got a balloon and a flower. And then over here, you'll see we've got inside the house. So, picture of what I'm guessing is going to be a sticker. A couple stickers, some shelves in the background there, and some plates and or some picture frames up here. So we're gonna get building this. This is actually not a set for me. This is for my mom, and she wanted me to build it for her. So I was like, okay, cool, I will do that. So we're gonna do our best to. Oh, this one does have a little pop. The turtle one did not. I feel like that's kind of a new thing for their sets. So we're gonna get right into this. I know this is kind of a different time for me. It's Sunday afternoon, not even barely, just Sunday afternoon. I actually went to a different church this morning and really enjoyed it, and all that. So we're gonna get out our bags. We're gonna start with bag 1 and 2 to make Piglet, as instructed by here, and then we'll get to the cake as instructed by here. Bags 3 and 4, and then like I said, we do have some stickers. So there's some stickers there. Oh, upside down. Some stickers there. Picture frames and some shelves, but those will be in the next bit. Stickers are not always my favorite thing, as many Lego builders will tell you. It can be a little hard, and then if you mess up, sometimes you're kind of like you got to figure it out. The other thing I did, so yesterday we did the build where I had the Ninja Turtles. We got that built, and that inspired me to reset my desk area and my shelf up here. So I actually took everything off and cleaned them, cleaned all the Lego sets. A little dusty and all that, but got everything in order. So my shelves look nice. One of the things I did, I don't want to put that in there. One of the things I was doing, one of the main reasons I was doing that was because my wife had wanted to put the books, the very few books that I do have, on the bookshelf, and also categorize them because, all of your books need to be cataloged, apparently. That's the rule. So, we're going to get into this build. We have a lot of pieces, and like we said earlier, it's been a while since I've stepped on a Lego, and I don't want to change that. But we also don't want to lose any of our Lego pieces. And we're just gonna, try to be slow and steady and careful as we're doing that, and building. So we are gonna get started here. I do need to open one other little bag, but I wanted to clear out some of these pieces. So we're gonna get started here. We're building out the little kind of Piglet standee. Um, like I said, this is a set. I showed my mom, and she was like, "I want that. I need that." And then I asked her about it, and she was like, "You could build it for me." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll build it on stream. Build it on stream. Share it with you guys, so that if you're interested, uh, I'm not sponsored by Lego at this point. Would love to someday, but I'm literally just buying Legos and building them for myself. I do have a lot of Lego sets to build. Fortunately or unfortunately, I do love putting together Lego sets. And I say fortunately and unfortunately is because Lego sets can be expensive. You just got to know what you're into, what you're looking for, and either pre-order and be smart, or wait until you can afford them. We need a. There's two different colors pinks. There's it's a darker pink and then a lighter pink. And I'm looking for a 2x2. Oh, there it is. So yeah, so we're building the body of Piglet right now, which is not a sentence I thought I'd ever utter, but I did. Now, those those look like the lighter ones. I have those dark ones. Do I have? I need to see. So one of the things, the pink on here. The pink on here seems a little different. So I want to make sure I get this right because those are just these ones. Okay. Okay, so that is different. Okay. But yeah, so hope you're doing well today. Um, Actually, for whatever reason, I don't have uh, I don't have the Twitch stats. Maybe maybe that's the one I needed. I didn't have the block that I wanted. Activity feed. Oh, we can put that down there. Oh, I did. What did I do? You know what? Can we move that off of there? Shoot. Cancel that. I don't. I just lost one of my docs. um, there you go. Twitter activity feed. Or Twitch activity feed. Can I not? Oh, wait, well, it doesn't. It looks like this one's docked, and I don't want it. There we go. I want it to make it its own thing, but I didn't need it to be. Oh man, I don't like. Actually, I don't like that. All right, we'll just leave it as a panel. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing this live, but I am. I am doing this live, and you're just gonna have to be cool with that. Be cool, everyone. So I moved over to one of the other laptops that I have, and I don't have all the scenes built in here yet. But anyways, we're gonna move on. So okay, so we built that. This gray piece yet, and then this is gonna snap. No, this is gonna sit here. Okay, so we'll set that there. But yeah, anyways, it's gorgeous out today. Wife and daughters are on their way. Excuse me, back home, and looking forward to seeing them and hearing about their trip and all the seeing what kind of things they maybe got um, or not got. We'll see. We'll see. Um, I just realized I have a Lego brick separator, and I moved the Lego brick separator, and now I don't know where the Lego brick separator is. This set actually did not come with a Lego brick separator. Not that they come in every set, but I feel like even this one was, I think, the same price as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. But there was not a brick separator in this set. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so they're coming home. Looking forward to seeing them. They've been gone since Thursday, and yeah, miss them, miss them. But I'll be here streaming at least this Lego build today. Not sure if there'll be something that I will do after this. I do have Kina Bridge of Spirits to continue to play. So I do want to get that one, some more time. I've played that game, I've beaten that game, but I want to just see, maybe a couple more areas to see if the game, has any slowdown or stuttering or anything that people need to be worried about. Ultimately, right now, I think that game has been ported well to the Switch 2 and looks absolutely gorgeous. And it is probably a hidden gem recommend. I think, is that like Piglet's leg? No, maybe. Oh, we might be making his body. His body. Okay. Yeah, this might be his body where his arms go. But we'll work on that. So now we're making the other side. And anyway, so I don't know what today's schedule looks like, and gaming, if I'll be gaming anymore. I do need to do some dishes. I already did some cleanup. Not that I made a mess, just stuff that I wanted to get put away and ready for when Lee and the girls got home. I've got some stuff out on the bed, and I don't know if Lee's going to be up to putting the books that I had on our shelf, and if she needs to catalog any of them or what her plans are there. Um, I also, and I said this, like I am reading Project Hail Mary, and I did not read any of that while they were gone. Um, I also want to play some Pacopia and try and get some time in on that. So yeah, so we'll see, we'll see. Um, definitely a lot that I could be doing. A lot that I could be doing. And I need to eat lunch at some point. I was at a different church service today, and their service ends. It's just 9 to 10, and then I was kind of hanging out, talking, and catching up with some people that I hadn't seen in a long, long, long time. And then I got out of that, and I came home, and I was like, I'm not really like hungry for lunch yet, but I will be hungry for lunch soon. Okay, this is cute. These are Piglet's ears. They are simply flower petals that they're going to use for his ears. So that's um, I'm not afraid to say this as a dude, but that is adorable. Is this the piece? Yeah, I guess that is. That is the piece for that part. And then he's very smooth, very smooth piglet body, very rounded. But yeah, so we're getting there. We're getting you know some of those pieces done, and just making his body area. Um, he's not big. I mean, it's Piglet. There we go. Got that finished. And now we're going to work on the other side. And just like we did the front, it's just that and that. He's kind of like a pear shape, I suppose you could say. The other thing, yesterday I did play some um, Snow Runner, and so there's a chance I am going to do a little bit more of that. I love how sometimes my watch will notify me of a text that I read, like what seems like a week ago, or at least earlier this week. So, what Ninja Turtle is that? This is Piglet, the pink turtle. We are making. What's up, Storm Chaser? We are making Piglet's birthday fun. This is a set actually my mom got, and she asked if I could build it. So I'm like, cool, more content for the stream. And so we're building the newest Ninja Turtle, Piglet. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? It is gorgeous here. Um, I know you're nearby, so I know you're getting the same weather. Um, I don't think I saw you or hugged you today because I went someplace different. I went to a different church, and I don't know if we go to the same church and all that. I have my suspicions of who you might be, and I'll just let it at that. But anyways, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, this is not Piglet. This is Winnie the Pooh. Piglet, sorry. This is Piglet, not Winnie the Pooh. Piglet is Winnie the Pooh's sidekick. Um, but yeah, so we're building a Lego for my mom. Give that to her, this week. Hopefully, I'll see her, and because I don't want to really have it sitting out. You're out at the park at the moment, so you can't hear well. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know how long this one will take me to build, um, and all that. Um, so I may not be online for too long. I don't know. Um, I am looking to stream a little bit later today after I get some lunch. Then went to a different church today and just decided to start building this to get it done, and then I'll get some lunch at some point. But glad you're here. That's fine if you can't hear me too well. But I hope you're having a great day. It's a gorgeous day to be outside at a park. Maybe pushing some swings or um, sorry, I was looking for a pink piece here. Pushing some swings, playing with your kids, whatever it might be. Um, but I'm glad you're here. How was, I'm guessing maybe you went to church. How was your church service today? Hope it was good. These are Piglet's feet. Okay, hold on. Did it tell me to stick those? Yeah, it did tell me to stick those in there. Boop. So if I'm looking at this, that is the insole. Okay. Okay. All right. So we got to make another piglet foot. Another piglet foot. So we need four of those. Oh wait, well we need two. And then we did two of those. One of those. One of those. I need the one that has the little hole in it. There we go. Yeah, so we're just working through this build, for my mom, and gonna give that to her. My sister got a Winnie the Pooh, but she right now might keep that in the box. So didn't get to build Winnie the Pooh. Just got Piglet. I don't know if there's a Tigger or a rabbit or Eeyore. I think there is an Eeyore, and I think my mom was like, I don't like that one. I do have, and I probably won't get to put it together because it's for someone. I don't think he will want me to build it for him. There is a Snoopy one coming. All right, so there's his little legs. For whatever reason, these I gotta check the instructions. Yeah, that's right. I feel like they look backwards. But they're not. They're not. And he could stand there. So cute. All right, now we're gonna do some noodle arms. Noodle arms. All right. So we got one of those. One of those. One of those. And wait, that already has. Oh, that's kind of funny. That does go in there. Come on. I know there's some Lego builders that are super particular about how they put together their Lego sets in terms of they have to be like a certain, like everything has to be facing a certain way. You can't have like the word Lego upside down. I'm like, dude, that is way too much. Way too much. But hey, if that's what you're into, I am, I'm not gonna judge too harshly. Uh, my wife just texted me. Bu-bu-bu-bu-bu-bum. Give me 1 second. Wow, they are the girls got up, ate breakfast, and left. They are already in New Jersey, stopping for gas. They pump it for you there. They're in New Jersey for gas, and should be home in like 2.5 hours. So they are, uh, I mean, I think obeying the speed limits. Um, I mean, I hope obeying the speed limits. Not I think. I hope. Um, but they're almost home. Almost home. So yeah. So because of that, I don't know what my afternoon will be like. The girls were kind of actually tired. Um, Said they didn't sleep as great as they had hoped last night. Uh, Piglet, your arms. Okay, it's because they go Dershwar. I was like, your arms look really funny, but they go this way. Piglet's arms. Um, yeah, definitely not arm day for Piglet. Just little noodle arms. Little noodle arms. All right, now we're making Piglet's head. Oh, I've never seen it. I don't think I've ever seen a piece like this. I don't know if that's gonna come across on there, but there's like little ridges along the side. I don't know if you can see if I turn that. You kind of see maybe with my hand behind it. See, there's like little ridges, notches in there. That's a really cool piece. I kind of wonder if that creates a little friction as it's in place to rotate. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll find out for you, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you the truth. All right. So because you've mentioned kids, I know that you have not necessarily today, but in the past you've mentioned kids and little kids. I know that you have multiple children, so that helps me determine who you may or may not be. Because you said I should give you a hug, um, my wife was like, clarification. I hate when I don't have to pump gas. She actually likes to pump gas. Um, Probably because she's like, I want you to fill it up to a certain weird number so that when I see our bank statement, I know that it was me pumping the gas. Because she likes, um, yeah, she likes, how things are. Um, of course, she's asking me questions, and I'm like, I'm streaming. So yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, she's asking me questions. She's gonna be back on the road soon anyway, so it's like I don't really. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. I could talk to you when you get here. Um, but yeah, so I've kind of started narrowing down in my mind who you may be. And I don't know if you can even hear me say that I've narrowed it down in my mind. Um, but I do have a person in mind of who you are. All right, so let's put this little. Say we're going to be making the top part of his face. I think. I also like that you like popped in. You're on the playground. That means um, your cells. I am more important than maybe the not so great outdoor Wi-Fi you're getting right now, or your cell service. I am important enough that you wanted to say hi. So it also makes me feel good. Um, yeah, I did get to see some people that I haven't seen in a long, long time today at the church that I went to. Um, they were also there. Their son is on the in an internship program for the worship team at this church, and they were sitting like 3 rows ahead of me. There is a piece that has Piglet's smile on it, or is that a sticker? Oh, there it is. It is. It is printed on the piece. Printed on the piece. So cool. Um, yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I totally lost my train of thought now. But anyways, I'm so glad you're here. Any plans today for your Sunday, or is it rest, relax, recover, and watch me stream day? No pressure. No pressure. Piglet's little nose. Got that going on. Okay. Um, so the one thing about this temporary setup, and the only reason I'm using it is because I didn't want to try to wire my camera down to my computer tower that's down there, and so I'm hooked into the school laptop, which does have some limitations with what I can do in terms of connecting, but also I am not set up with all of my streaming things. So if things are a little janky, that is why. That is why. And if they're not janky, I'm sorry. I am a professional, so I can't always be terrible at this. Now I am learning a little bit. It was actually a conference that I would have loved to have been able to go to this week, called Nerd Culture Ministry Summit in Florida, or no, in Colorado. That's not even the same. And I would have loved to have been able to go, but just because of some timing and some things that I'm doing, I wasn't able to. And so now I'm, kind of missing out on that. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Um, I also think, like, because I'm going to Florida, in wow, a week next Sunday, I'm going to Florida. Okay, that kind of hit me. Going to Florida next week. I won't be in a place where I can stream. Maybe not until I'm gonna be home really late Wednesday, so I'm definitely not streaming Wednesday. And then I've got club Thursday. But yeah, but I am taking a break from movie night as I'm gonna be away, and I have decided that we should watch Star Wars 4, 5, 6. So I got to look at the times, how long they are. I need to make a Kahoot for this week's Lord of the Rings. We are at the turning point. We are in Return of the King, and we so we have one more. We have that movie to go, and we will finish that, and then we're gonna take off a week, and then we will come back. And well, I will come back, and then we'll do. Hopefully, I need to throw the vote out there. Even though it is kind of a dictatorship, I get to decide what movie we watch. Um, but I think there's enough students that haven't seen. Yep, you're right. You heard it. The phrase was haven't seen um, the original Star Wars trilogy. Pains me to say it. Pains me to say it. Some people just do not have parents that have shown them quality movies. And so doing that, um, you know, should be fun. But we're finishing up Lord of the Rings, and I'm super stoked for that. The number of students that have not seen Lord of the Rings um, was actually kind of staggering, in my opinion. There we go. We've got Piglet's petal ears. They are so freaking cute. I do wonder if after I'm done with this, I'll have to take a picture of it and send it to my mom so she can see what the set looks like. And it's actually pretty cute. There's printed on Piglet's face, so you do have Piglet's face printed on there. Like I said a little bit ago, I am not good at stickers, so I'm kind of glad that those were custom printed pieces. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna pop that on there. It doesn't look like that ribbed area. So now we got Piglet with his face. I don't really do a Piglet voice. I can do kind of a Winnie the Pooh voice. If I think about it, like I can do like a little. Oh no, I'm not gonna get it. My throat's a little weird right now. But the voice actor that plays the voice of Winnie the Pooh is actually coming to Philadelphia area soon. So he'll be doing that. All right. Put a flower in his hand now. Got a flower in his hand. Every once in a while, my laptop unlocks because of my watch, and so I get like a little vibration on my. Oh, and then we've got the balloon. Totally forgot about the balloon. Yeah. So my watch opens up, unlocks. What do you want to call it? My laptop, because it's all connected, and I don't have to put the password in, so long as my watch is right there. There are some things that are protected, so not everything is just activated by my watch. Somebody stole my watch and then could get it in my laptop, but I don't know that I'm that important. And you might say, no, Ober, you are that important. Well, I'm glad you think so. Glad you think so. So he's got a birthday balloon, which kind of looks like a lollipop, and a birthday flower. All right, so there we go. Piglet, birthday balloon, and flower. So there we are. A couple pieces extra from that one. So that's the first book. All done. Not too bad. Half hour. Oh, was that the stickers? Yep, they're there. I had the stickers laying on top. Half hour build time on that, and we got ourselves a Piglet. Got ourselves a Piglet. All right, so we're just opening up bag 3 first. I think one of the things I need to do if I'm going to keep doing Lego builds is get some kind of tray that I can set on my computer desk. There's a little bit of a lip so that things don't just spill out. So if you have a recommendation there, please let me know. Um, please let me know. We're gonna actually keep those and this piece because those are the first things we're gonna need. And then because I see it as one of the first pieces, I'm just gonna open up this bag. We'll leave the other one closed for now until we have a little bit of space because that's one thing I don't have. I don't want to spill pieces down and all that. Well, I will say the brown pages are very dark. Lego, you need to work on how you can make those a little bit better. I feel like the brightness needs to be turned up. And I know like my setup is not the brightest over here. Um, I do have a light behind me, which doesn't help because that casts a little shadow. I do have my Lego lamp up here, but that's also like far enough up that it's not really um, casting too much. All right, we'll set that off to the side. Now we need to build this little deal. Yeah, so far I could have just so look at, this almost looks like a camera, but I don't think Piglet had camera technology um, in the 100 Acre Woods. If my voice starts to feel like I can do it, I will try that Winnie the Pooh voice. I don't have a good Piglet voice. I think Piglet is a little high pitched for me, just a little bit. Um, this blue color, this baby blue color, is one that I've not seen. But it's cute. Like the other thing is, if I had like a little tray, even like something like a several little boxes in it, I could see myself. So we just did that. I could see myself wanting to sort out the Lego pieces before going into full build mode. Um, and that might help speed things up in the long run. But I'm also not trying to like, cruise through these. There are a couple times where I'm building and I'm talking to y'all, and I just like finding like the little Easter eggs and stuff hidden. I will say right now there hasn't been anything that stood out to me as a Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, 100 Acre Woods kind of tribute. But I am also, I'll admit I'm also not sure 100% because I don't follow, um, you know, the lore. I don't watch Winnie the Pooh, and so I have no idea what some of this stuff might actually be. So, if you saw something as I'm building it, and you're like, oh, Ober, that's clearly an Easter egg, an homage to something that happened in episode blah blah blah, season blah blah, then please, by all means, tell me. I need to know. But if you just make something up, I'll probably still believe you, and trust you because I have no reason not to. But I'll look it up later and find out that you got me good. All right. So we got that on. I do want to check something because I asked my Discord student or my esports students in our Discord. I asked a couple questions. Let me check and see. Oh, cool. They thumbs up it but didn't respond. I need them to respond. I love you guys dearly, students, but okay. So here's the pieces. Yeah, I knew this was coming. I gotta put I gotta hang the pots and pans, and I gotta do a sticker. Okay, not as over as it should be, but I think it'll be fine because I don't know. Yeah, can't really get that out. Okay, well we did it. I needed to move over just a hair. All right, so this is like building Piglet's house. Now we've got some clear. I never liked these ones. The clear pieces. I feel like there was a lot of like city police car ones that used this system. So we're building like a little. This is like yellow on the bottom and silver on the top. It almost is like a little bit of honey or something. But I don't know. I don't think Piglet, drinks honey. They're just jars of stiff. Okay, so I feel like this is like a little like shelf and stove kind of area. It's cute. And a little pot. This is really cool. So a special Lego piece, little Lego pot. Imagine if this was a part of a Legend of Zelda set, Link would be throwing it down. Okay, so let's do a little bit better here and not go right up on the edge. Oop, almost did it again. Okay, that one's a lot more centered. And this one's cute. And I don't know if this will show up. But we've got some. Let's actually go closer. No, it's not going to focus. Got some photo frames: Tigger, Piglet, Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, and Rabbit. I feel like Piglet shouldn't have a picture of himself in his house. I feel like he should have a picture frame of like Roo and Kenga or um, the owl. Um, was he literally just named Owl? I kind of forget. I kind of forget. Um, and if he wasn't, let me know. But I feel like, you know, and again, I think it's a kids show, uh, and a kid's book and all that stuff. Um, but my guess is his name was Al, and that was because you're just literally teaching kids, um, the different animals, and so his name is Al because you're teaching him. I always thought the owl was kind of a jerk, but all right, maybe not a jerk, but just like very, you know, whatever. I don't even know what I'm trying to explain. All right, we're gonna end up making two of these, so let's get some other pieces out. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. How do we do that? There we go. Fixed it. all of those need to be on the same side. All the little pegs that we got there. Oh my gosh. You know, if there's one thing I need to make a better stream, it is a better camera. I also need to figure out a way to record easily on whatever device I'm on and streaming to in such a way that um, I just have more. Okay, more options to like switch to whatever computer I'm at. Sorry, had a thought and then it escaped me, and then I wanted to return to it, and by that time, the thought had truly escaped. Okay, got some 1x6s here, clamping those down, and putting those there. Cool. All right, now we got these frames. I like these pieces. Great for making some angles, and then at the top, um, solidifying them, whatever you want to say. Um, but yeah. Cool. All right, now we're working on the back here. Okay, so gonna do this. I do like this blue color. Um, it's a bit. I don't know if again. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from here. This is the lighter blue, and this is the almost like a sea blue. Um, I don't want to say teal, um, but it's close. Maybe close to it. And that's just there to form up the wall. Okay. Yeah, so as far as today's plans, I think after this I'm going to go get some lunch. I'll be back on. Play some Pocopia, play some Kina, um, maybe get a little bit further in Kina. I need to write up that review based on the Switch build. And I think I'm in a pretty good place where I can give, my honest opinion. I think it's a great port. Um, I was not, like, that's not a surprising statement. Um, the Switch can handle. The thing is, I played that game on, like, the Xbox, like, several years ago. Um, Series S. And I think it's on, PS4, PS5. But, anyways, it really stands out to me as a one. It is a game I think you should play. Um, highly recommend it. Um, it's also just really beautiful. Like it plays like a Pixar or DreamWorks movie, an animated movie, and it is just gorgeous. Totally gorgeous. But I do need to get some stuff done. I need to do those dishes. I need to eat dinner or eat lunch. Um, which at this point I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what I'm eating. Um, question mark. So we'll see. We'll see. But we're working on the side of the cake now. Um, Cake that has a flower on it. Oh, okay. So this is dripping icing. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. This right here is just dripping icing. That's. Oh, I gotta make two of these? I gotta make two of these? Okay, so I wish I would have. Okay, this is one of those things where Lego, it's like, hey, oh, it did say. Never mind. I just didn't see it. It did say make two. It's okay. I'll come back and do it again. Do it again. I'll do it again. I don't care. You're not my dad. Um, yeah. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, today was fun. Just getting to see some other people, and today's been fun building this Lego set so far. So far. And hopefully you're having fun too. I know sometimes it is not possible for you to be talking, and you've got stuff going on. You've got kids running around. You've got games that you're playing, things that you're doing. Um, please know that I love you and I care about you, and I know that Jesus does too. And if there's things that are going on in your life that you need prayer for and want to talk, if I know you in real life, please find me in real life. If I don't know in your real life, please make yourself known if you're nearby. But also, just know that you can whisper or connect with me on Discord, um, and a variety of other places. A variety of other places. But you are important to me, and you are important to God and to our community and this side of heaven. If there's anything that I could be praying for, please let me know. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Cool. Got another one. All right, so we built two of these cake panels. You know, because the cake needs some flowers and some panels. I am guessing that I'm going to also be doing that on the other side because a cake is round and made in such a way that, yeah, made in such a way that it has panels that we're constructing. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, we're working. Ooh, this one has these little pieces. These actually remind me of like little gold bars. I feel like back in the day, the um, Wild West sets used a piece like this. Again, it's hard to see because of the camera focus issue. But they have like little indents in them, and so they'd have these like gold colored ones, and then they were like just or silver even. They'd like silver bars or gold bars, and they did like those uh, for some of the pieces, and it was really cool little piece. I was gonna say, am I gonna get to the end? And it's gonna be like, hey, make two of those. I think Piglet made this cake, or like who do you think made the cake for Piglet? I feel like that's a rabbit thing, right? Rabbit makes the cakes. Okay, so we've got a rounded piece there, and now we're gonna do some of this. feel like I'm just talking to myself, and it's okay. Sometimes streaming is about talking to yourself and not talking back, but you know, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So like this is gonna be some melted icing, dripping icing kind of piece. Need one of the little gold bar looking ones. Also gonna be the bottom. So that's gonna be okay. So that's the side wall. So there we go. We've got a little bit of a dripping icing there. Still figuring out where I need to go with the camera, uh, and how all that shows up. It's also flipped, which maybe I need to fix that, but then words and stuff would be backwards, and that's not cool. That is uncool. Doo-doo-doo. So, I mean, the good news is, and maybe it'll happen as soon as I say it, we haven't had any bots today. I feel like we had a string of stream bots over the last couple days, and uh, you know, obviously, like I don't want bots popping in. Uh, Sometimes you can't. Ooh, almost lost it. Sometimes you can't prevent a bot. All right, got some dripping icing. So that doesn't get anything else for right now. All right, and then it wants me to put whatever he's making in the pot. All right, so now we got some more pieces. All right, on to book number 4. Book 4. Yay! Moving on through. I am starting to get hungry. I will say that. Something about making a birthday cake out of Legos uh, that just make me super hungry. Just making me super hungry. Oh. Oh, I dropped that piece of the plastic, and because it's like thin Lego bag plastic, I don't know where it went. First thing it wanted me to do was create the Piglet minifig. So there we go. Maybe a little bit closer. No, 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 no. All right. Well, there's the Piglet minifig. That's the first thing we do. Um, just some people posting about the new game Tomodachi Life, which is not a series I've ever played, and there's a demo for that I'm also supposed to play. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get into that on stream as well. You can create your own Mii's and have them say and interact and do weird me like things. Um, I just don't know. Like from what I've seen, it's like I don't know if this is a game that I want to play, but I feel like it's going to be a game that a lot of people are talking about, and so therefore it's like, okay, am I wanting to play it because I don't want to be left out, or am I wanting to play because it's actually going to be a good game? Um, it's like a life sim game, and so it's jump in every once in a while, or every day, do some things, check in on your Mii's. It's like, I don't know. Do I need that? I already got Bacopia. Do I need another game? And the answer is probably not. But I know my students are excited for it, so we shall see. We shall see. Okay, so we got some things we're building now for Piglet. I'm looking for some these pieces. I might need to open this other bag. I was hoping to avoid it until I needed it. So let's see how far we can go. I think I need to open it. Fortunately, I don't see. Oh man, the little tiny fire pieces. Those are gonna get lost. I just know it. But I need two pieces that are probably, yeah, I see them. I was say they're probably in this bag because these are like tiny pieces. So again, let's be careful. They're brown ones. Those are going there. Yeah, so we're just. Oh, sorry. Needed to be. This one might be hard to get off. Um, go. Green on the bottom, brown on the top. Why did I mess that up? Okay. And then we need the little bumps. I don't like how symmetrical sometimes Lego sets are. Like I feel like one of the things I really liked about the building the Lego TMNT set was that each turtle had its own unique look and feel. Each turtle felt different, and I really enjoyed that about that set because it gave it that uniqueness to really be its own thing. It's its own different turtle, um, down to bandana and belt differences, and obviously like the weapon and how they're held, um, by each of the turtles. So I feel like they've done a really good job. This set has some symmetrical bits to it, um, that maybe fine, but it would have been neat if like the so I did like the panels and like the icing all dripping the same direction. I just feel like I don't know. That's not appealing to me in terms of just how that looks. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. All right, so that panel is complete. It's got like a little forest look, so perhaps that is part of the 100 acre woods, not thousand. It's only 100 acres. It's not a big woods. It's really small. Boom. All right. I mean, I'd love it if down the road, Lego, you want to throw some sets my way to give a review. I would love it. It doesn't have to be every set. Doesn't have to be, maybe just the game related ones. Like if you want to throw me a Mario Kart set or Bowser and his castle. Um, I know there's a lot of, the sales maybe for Animal Crossing sets haven't been high and great. But if you want to throw them my way, like I'd love to build. I'd just love to build Legos. I do have a Harry Potter set to build. Uh, that's gonna be taking me a while. And I do have my Lord of the Rings sets I want to rebuild because those have been tore apart. I had all the original first run of the Fellowship sets, and now that I'm rewatching the movie with the college students, I would love to rebuild those. My daughters commandeered them and presumably destroyed them all. They laid siege to Helm's Deep and destroyed them. That's all good. It's all good. Okay, so we're getting here. The inside panels for that side of the cake. We got a little, maybe a waterfall, some trees. I think maybe. I don't know. I don't know. How do you interpret that? Eh. Kind of looks like waterfall. All right, we're gonna make two of these. Still need the little single ones on the bottom. And in some ways, this while this is very similar to the other side, it's different colors. So we've got the house scene, and then like the kind of the inside the tree or inside the forest. So similar but different. I don't know. I don't like the symmetricalness, and I know it's a cake, so cakes are gonna be symmetrical. But just like a little like I don't know inside treehouse or what have you. Does Piglet live in a tree? Kind of forget. Or is he a hobbit? Does he live in a hobbit hole? Um, don't come at me if you're a big Winnie the Pooh fan. I am just building this for my mom. She asked me to. Okay. Ah, she asked me to. I'll be happy to send her some photos and let her know that I got it done. Because I've had this for a while. I've had a bunch of sets for a while. You know, I had those Ninja Turtles for longer than I'd admit. Um, and so I'm glad I got that done yesterday. But yeah. All right. We're going to make this times two. So let's do this. Let's do this. How about that? How about that? All right. Enough joking. Let's be serious. We're making Lego sets. Should be serious. Actually, I don't know. Are you supposed to be serious making Legos? I feel like anyone can build Lego, and it doesn't have to be this serious undertaking. It can have, serious tones. It can have non serious tones. All right, so see again, this has the icing dripping, and it's literally the same. The same pattern. I totally I set that piece in. These ones are hard sometimes to pick up, just because I don't have fingernails. And he's still going. What's up, Storm Chaser? And he's back. Yeah, I'm still going. But here, look, we've got part of the cake with the side doors on or the side walls on. Inside, we've got the little nook of some pictures, a little pot, and then we've got some pots and pans up on there. We are still going on. I'm gonna finish this up here shortly, and then I need to eat. I'm actually starting to get a little delirious. This stream is unhinged because I'm getting hungry. Um, but yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done. I think. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a lot of pieces left, so that's usually the telltale sign, right? Right? Yeah. Everybody say, "Yup." You only have so many Lego pieces to deal with. But yeah, I'm guessing you're probably sitting down getting some lunch. Maybe you've already had lunch, fed the children. Now they're all down for a nap. Maybe you need to be down for a nap. Um, do your kids take naps? Some of them, all of them, none of them. Our oldest, actually, both of our daughters didn't really like hold to the nap. Uh, I would say they stopped right around like two ish, maybe three at the most. And I think, I still think, and I was telling a friend this the other day, I think it's because they were afraid of missing things. Like, literally, what are mom and dad doing when we're sleeping? Don't answer that question. Your kids do not want to know. But I'm almost for certain that, especially with Morgan, she was afraid to miss stuff. Her FOMO was real. I think even now she has a little bit of it where she wants to be a part of stuff even though she's like, a self declared introvert. and she does and that, but she doesn't want to like miss the big thing. So, all right, putting the flowers in again. Making two of these. These are the walls of our cake for Piglet's birthday fun. How old do you think Piglet is? How old do you think Piglet is? Is he perpetually? Is Piglet a boy? I don't even know. I don't even know. All right, so we've got the walls there of our cake. We also have a little Piglet minifig. I think you were gone for that. So super cute. The ears are cool. A little thicker. They're actually they're actually almost as thick as the ears on the big thing, but that's just so that they don't bend and break. It's actually pretty structurally sound uh, for his minifig. Um, and all that. All right, now we're making the middle panel. But yeah, I am definitely deliriously hungry now. I think I underestimated how hungry I was going to be by the time that I got this far with this set. Um, and that's on me. That's just poor planning on my part, you know. Poor poor planning. I did eat a protein bar when I got home from church, but that was at like 11, and now it's almost 1. It's been an over an hour stream. I didn't stream right away when I got home. Obviously, that's how the math works. But pretty much. Pretty much. All right. Did you already leave, Storm? Or are you just lurking, hanging out? Did you leave me? We are recording this too. I think I have this and my Turtles one to put up on my YouTube. Um, so I should do that too. I should upload those today. Um, I don't know if people actually watch my YouTube videos. Um, I mean, I have view hours, so somebody's watching them. Um, and if it's you, I appreciate you. If it's not you, I still appreciate you. I just want to know who's who's the one who is watching my streams that I upload. So like I was saying earlier, probably when you were en route to home, I am probably gonna eat. Well, no, I'm definitely gonna eat. Definitely gonna eat, and then I'll be back. I do need to wash some dishes, um, and I might take out the trash so that the girls don't have to worry about it. We'll see. I don't know if they're gonna have trash from their trip, um, but I want to get my dishes from the week uh, picked up and put away. And right now our dishwasher's not working. We do have somebody coming tomorrow um, to look at it. Um, Hopefully that's not a big costly fix because it can. turn into a big, costly fix real quick. Um, but yeah, hopefully we get that fixed. Um, and it's not too much. I mean, it's already going to cost us like I think $200 just to have them come out. So, not looking forward to if there is more. If there is more. Um, okay, got that side. But I am looking forward to seeing my wife and daughters. I did get some video and saw some clips of them, so it's kind of fun, you know, seeing what they were up to. Mostly singing and dancing their Newsies songs as they were uh, traveling around shopping and sightseeing. So that happened, um, and I knew it was going to. Like, there's no way they were not going to, uh, shop and have fun and sing and dance and all that. No possible way. I feel like every once in a while, like I look at the instructions and I know exactly where I'm at, and then I'm like, what do I need? And I have that like moment of like, wait, what was I working on? All right. Well, it looks like there might be like two candles. Is Piglet two? He talks really well for a 2-year-old if he's two. Not judging. I'm just like earlier I had said, how old do you think Piglet is? And then now that I'm looking at it, I literally think there are two candles here. So that means he's got to be two, right? That's how it works. One candle for a 1 year old and two for a 2 year old. I don't know. I don't make these things up. I'm literally just the Lego messenger. So this is the hinge. That's the hinge. That is the hinge. And then we have, oh no, he has one candle on top. This comes together to form a taller candle, and they gave me an extra flame. So, wait, wait a minute. That's the hinge. So you have to take the candle off to open it up. Okay. So that comes off pretty easily. And then it opens up to the little play space. And Piglet sits in there. There we go. That is Winnie the Pooh, Piglet's. This is the Winnie the Pooh set. Disney's Winnie the Pooh. Piglet's Birthday Fun, complete with Piglet and a cake. Cake that you can take the candle off and open up into a little play space. So this will probably, most definitely, sit on the shelf of my at my mom's house, and Piglet will sit. You can't really see him, but he stands, and his cake, and that's that. So that is set number 43305 from Lego, and we completed it. We completed it. So I'm gonna go eat, party people, because I'm hungry. Okay. I'm glad you were able to show up. I hope you're having a great day. I will be back sometime after I get my food. I don't know what I'm eating. Got to figure that out. So until then, Ober out. Bye.